I just felt called to. I've been feeling called to like do more tarot. So that's what we're doing right now. We're doing more tarot. We have the Hermit and the Hierophant. Maybe the letter H is significant, or something that starts with H, like home, heart, help, healing. The Hermit and the Hierophant. Where we can find stillness is usually within ourselves or being by ourselves. Taking time out, even if it's 5 minutes of meditation, or if you can do an hour, do it, whatever you can. I feel like it's like God ordained type vibe, especially with this Hierophant energy, for us to like hear the inner wisdom through solitude. Because with the Hierophant, I'm getting with these keys here, it's like keys to knowledge or keys to success. Because maybe in a certain regard we might be going through a conflict, whether it's mentally or like a mental conflict, usually with the Five of Swords, right? To me, the Five of Swords gives me a situation that it's like a lose-lose, like no one really wins. But I feel like the only way to win this battle of the mind is to have an essence of solitude. Nine of Swords, yeah, like something's causing a bit of, like, I've been feeling like this fearfulness, even within myself. And I had to kind of understand where that came from. And I told myself, like, maybe if you slow down, take time out, like slow down your schedule, take time out, you can find a bit of wisdom in the solitude. I'm hearing the song Telephone. Do y'all hear that? Seven of Swords, yeah. Like, it's a robbery. Isn't it a telephone video? Did they not like rob somebody, or like that? Like there's something with like stealing something in that video? Because aren't they like running away? Like Beyonce and Lady Gaga, like they're running away. I always say Beyonce's always significant. Like she always is. But there's the sense of like we can rob ourselves of a sense of truth when we're not really in stillness, because we're not being honest with ourselves, like what we need. Anything else? I'm watching the clock because I'm like, I want to make this like 10 minutes at the most. This is a special card in this deck, and it's the Creator, and the Creator says no. But there's a butterfly, a blue butterfly. The nose, is it resistance? I don't think it's resistance. What does this Creator card mean? What is this Creator card? The Devil. Obsession, fear. And we also have the Moon. And the Moon is in like Scorpio today. Two of Cups. Can I get one more on this Creator card? The Ace of Cups. Okay, well. It's like, it's this vibe of like, if we don't take the time out, especially with that Devil energy kind of like popping up, if we don't take the time to let our fears speak, we block our blessings and new beginnings. Because it is like an Ace of Cups, right? And Ace of Cups talks about a new beginning of some sort. And if we don't let our fears speak, if we refuse to go inward, if we refuse to do the inner work, if we refuse to imagine also like a different world for ourselves, because with the Hierophant, sorry, Jesus wept. With the Hermit, sorry, excuse me, do we really give ourselves a chance to let our beautiful connections grow within ourselves? Like, do things flourish? Because I'm getting like the image, oh my gosh, I'm getting a lot. The image of like a plant, and you know when you time lapse it in like a glass and you can see like there's a lot of things happening underground, but there's nothing really happening on the surface. It's giving me that type of energy, that the solitude actually brings us that. And there might be a sense of resistance to the solitude, but it's gonna bring us a beautiful new beginning or our wish fulfillment with the Star card. And we probably have a sense of mastery, especially with the Empress and the Eight of Pentacles. It feels like a sense of like mastery, or we've learned something, or we're just like very much in the review of what we've learned as of lately. Okay, last two. Anything else? Strength. This strength card is reminding me of something I was listening to this morning. It just came on, and it was about like Mary Magdalene, like, and the agnostic Bible, and how she talks about her own solitude after, like, I guess Jesus left or something like that, and how she found, like, I guess hope and faith restored in her stillness. Like, I'm not a really big like agnostic Bible person, but I was just listening to this because I thought it was just interesting. Sorry, my cards fell. I'm just gonna come close. But yeah, like, it's a sense of like in the stillness, in the quiet, in the solitude, in the inner work, in the healing, gives us a chance to kind of see what we truly want for ourselves, see our fears as they are, and like, you know, I mean, like, whether we conquer them, well, yes, conquer them with strength, courage, patience. It's also a feminine energy too. Strength and wisdom is a woman, or a feminine energy, I should say. And when we are able to dive into our inner strength and wisdom, we can create from like a really beautiful space, especially for creatives. This is specifically, I mean, not specifically for creatives, but like if you are a creative person, you're able to create from a more honest and authentic place. The Four of Wands, creativity, union, come on, you're able to create from an authentic place. I can't make this shit up. Like, I swear to God, y'all, I can't make this shit up. We're able to create from an authentic place, optimism and joy and happiness, yeah. And we kind of put down the Five of Swords, Nine of Swords energy. We're not able to, like, that doesn't stand in our way, because we know who we are. We believe in miracles, and we're hopeful for the future. This is cool. This is cool. Page of Cups, when I split seed. Giving ourselves a chance to heal, whether it's our inner child, our creativity, the way we create, the way we show up, the way we express ourselves, can bring us a lot of abundance, prosperity, and healing. Like, if you feel like you're being called to go in and do some inner work or inner healing, whether it's even inner child healing, I'm getting also, it might be a little bit inner child healing, and seeing where those wounds lie. I know it's not very fun work, trust me, I know. It's not, you know what I mean, looking at old stuff. It's not very fun, or even the reason why you have the habits you have, you know what I mean? You're able to do a lot more, like a little bit more, no, I guess a little bit more, and a lot more healing. You're able to divulge into that shadow aspect of yourself, like, especially if it's bad habits, or, I don't want to say bad karma, I don't know why that wants to be said, but bad habits specifically, I mean. You're able to divulge into bad, like, you know, understand why you have those habits, because a sense of understanding provides us with wisdom, and then we can act with that accordingly once we learn something, or learn whatever we need to learn. We can act accordingly. And especially with this moon in Scorpio, we're probably being asked to like reveal a lot about ourselves. A lot's coming up to the surface. I'm at this pond, yeah, and like there's like this icky ass gunk, and I remember someone saying that this icky gunk that's on the top of the water right here is like I want to say shit, but it's like it's like all the stuff that was at the bottom that might have come from Lake Ontario, that might have come from Lake Michigan, like, you know, where rainfall, like poo, bottle caps, cigarettes, who fucking knows what's in this water. But at least we know at the top it's all the ickiness, and we get to sift through that and clean it. We can clean the, like, you know what I mean? With this, you could take like a sifter and clean all this stuff out and have like a beautiful essence of like pond water. Like, that's like the vibe, right? Like, if we were taking a sifter, we just sifted like the top of all this nastiness, you could like get like something better out of it. And I feel like a lot of our fears and dangers that we're feeling right now are like bubbling up to the surface, and we shouldn't condemn them or be mean to them, but there's a sense of us being like having a sense of awareness to it, like, oh, I see this here, I understand why this is here, what is this teaching me? Don't be resistant. What is it teaching us, right? What is like what is it serving, you know? Lastly, okay, 3 of Pentacles and the 7 of Cups. I'm getting a sense of instinct, because this is instinct on this card, but I was drawn to the word instinct, choice, and success. Those are the words that were drawn to me: instinct, choice, and success. So instinctually, we can decide if we want to do the work or not. Like, we have choices to do the work. Like, 7 of Cups always talks about choices to me, like a whole bunch of choices that we might have, good or bad. Fears, maybe we want something and it's like, it scares us, but it's for, like, you know, it'll be really good for our benefit. And sometimes we fear things that are bad, like, you know, rightfully so, you should be fearful of it. And with 3 of Pentacles, it's kind of giving us the push or the realization that we can work through this. And I believe we can also work through this like in a creative sense with the Queen of Wands too, like work through it creatively. There's a creative way to work through this. There might be a sense of imagination, especially with this 7 of Cups, like maybe there's a sense of creativity of that we can choose how we want to work around this, maybe in a creative way. Because we have the working card. I'm hearing working 9 to 5. That's what I'm hearing right now. So even if you have to do this after work hours, take the time to do it. See what comes up. Maybe write it down. It won't take, like, whether it's in your notes app or, you know what I mean, like in a diary, in a book, you know, write it down. The things that scare you, whether good or bad, instinctually, what you would want to do about it if you can do something about it, how you'd want to handle the situation if you can handle it, and, you know, act accordingly. This has almost been 16 minutes. I only told myself 10 minutes, but yeah. Hold on, we're gonna do one oracle card and then we're gonna end it on them. Okay, so this is gonna be like a part 2, I guess, because I had accidentally ended that video. My bad. But I'm hearing the song 9 to 5 still. Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. With the camel, it's giving like 40 days, 40 nights, like drudging through the drudgery. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just getting through it. But like, it's time to kind of not just get through it, because we also have the Panther here too. And the Panther, to me, always talks about facing your fears. The energy of facing your fears, and, like, you know what I mean? Like, a Panther technically is scary. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the energy can be scary if we compare it to a camel. The camel can drudge through the drudgery, or get through a certain place or regard or whatever it is going through, because, you know, it holds a lot of water. It can hold a lot of weight. But the panther doesn't really hold the same weight that the camel does. They're very different. So we got this like fire, but they're both like, in a sense, like, I think it's fire. I believe it's fire. They both have like an essence of like something that's a fiery essence to them at the same time. Sorry, doggo. Working 9 to 5. Yeah, one card please, and the stop. So I guess it's kind of like, are you gonna face your fears, or are you gonna drudge through the drudgery? That's the vibe. Like, are you gonna face your fears, or are you gonna drudge through the drudgery? Mouse, yeah. Mouse kind of gives me an energy of like timidness and shyness, and, you know, like always being like, oh no, and then after running away, oh no, and then running away. Like the lights, even here, are like, these things could even scare a mouse. I could scare a mouse. Anything could scare a mouse. You know what I mean? There's like these lights that are flashing around, and that could cause like timidness, shyness, a fear, because you might be refusing to let your fear speak. This dog is just, oh my god, I hope this dog's okay. He's just in this thick ass muddy water. Sorry. Sometimes I see dogs doing this stuff in this water pond, and I'm like, it's so funny. And at the bottom we have the beaver, and I think that's kind of interesting because the beaver builds a dam, but they're very resourceful. Whatever taking this time out looks like to you to meditate, do it. It's going to look different to everyone, because everyone's dams, everyone's homes, everyone's internal world is going to look different. Your universe inside of you, your inner world, looks different from anyone else's. So there shouldn't be a sense of like judgment or fear to it, because it's your own inner world. And if you can't handle your inner world, how the hell are you handling your outer world? So once, I think they're pissed at their dog for hopping in that muddy ass water. And the dog's just like, I'm here. But hawk, and the hawk came out in reverse. This is air. I know that for certain. Take a closer look. I heard take a closer look is what I'm hearing. Like, take a closer look. Yeah. Take a closer look. It's time for you to take a closer look at your fears, at your doubts, at your worries. Take some time out, especially this week. Airplane's a big indication for me, but I can't see it. But like, it's a big like notification. But if you want to plan a trip, if that's significant, like, it's for you. But like, there's something to take a closer look at something, because hawk flies pretty high up in the sky at higher altitudes, at really high altitudes, but we're being told to take a closer look. Maybe that's why mouse came out to see us, to say like, hey, we should not just take a closer look at our fears, versus actually like ignoring them and just flying high above and not really like noticing them. It's because you see them. Like, don't play yourself like you don't see your fears or you don't feel them, because the thing is with the mouse too, oh my god, the mouse can feel the vibrations, feel everything that's going on underneath. They feel everything. They're very receptive. That's why they're so skittish and scared, or at least the way in their own actions of skittish and scared. So there's something you need to feel. I think, yeah, the mouse is giving us like a vibe of like, you gotta feel it too. Like, oh, you gotta feel it, in order to come to a place where you can build a proper dam. You can build a proper home, a stable home, a foundation that actually works and serves you. Because a foundation built on fear is not a solid foundation. Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living. Gazelle. Gazelles are also very receptive. It's like the mouse, but it's a receptive energy that has a sense of awareness, maybe even lightly hyper awareness. Like the mouse would be hyper aware, but this is like a more confident hyper awareness. I'm getting like something, it's a bit more confident. It's skittish the same way. It knows when, like, oh, that's not good for me, or that's not right for me. It knows when its fear is speaking, but not in a way that is like, it knows how to get away. Africa's coming through, or like that area of Africa where gazelles would live is coming through, like that area I'm seeing. But I'm seeing it as a vibe of like, you're not specifically prey. If you're a gazelle, you're not specifically the prey, but you know where to watch out. You see your surroundings, like you are aware, like having a sense of awareness. That's what the gazelle's talking to me about. Or at least that's how I'm interpreting it right now, is a sense of awareness. Because when we have an awareness of what's around us or what's internally going on within us, not from a place of fear like the mouse and like survival like the mouse, but a place of like, oh, I know that right now I can go and eat, some grass or whatever gazelles eat. Or I can go and, skip if I want to because it's safe to do so here. But I know where to be, or I know where to go if I see something like that doesn't look right. Because gazelles, I'm assuming they can run really fast. I'm assuming. Because in a sense, yes, they are prey, because they're not the predator, relatively. But in every sense, you know that you can be the prey. But also you can be the predator too. Like we can participate in both sides, right? Pretty easily. But I think we're looking at ourselves through the lens of the prey, of where, not just to prey, but also as the prey. Like our vulnerabilities, but where our vulnerabilities have a bunch of, like where it has some strength, where our vulnerabilities have strength too. Because even though this is a vulnerable animal, it's still very strong. And it makes me want to go on Disney, like whether you have Disney Plus or not, or, just Google or Netflix too. And you could just like look up, Animal Planet and stuff like that, and seeing how those animals behave and act. And maybe we can learn something from the animals. I always truly believe we can learn something from animals. Anyways, I'm going to end it here because it seems like a good spot to end it. Anyways, I hope everyone who has listened in or joined in, you have a fabulous day or night. I'm not really good at this part, the goodbye part of YouTube or TikTok or whatever the hell I'll post this on. But I hope whenever you watch this or whenever this reaches you, I hope you got something from it. I hope it was good towards your soul. I hope you have a great day or night. Yeah, I don't know why travel wants to come up so badly. I want to say travel. That might be another reading for another day. And 10s are significant. Cause I did see 10, then I saw 01 on the clock. Now it says 10:10. Yeah, 10s are very beginnings and endings. Clearly, seeing this fear or seeing these fears or seeing what might make you a prey in a situation can be your greatest strength. So it's you know more about yourself. The more you know, it's not actually a weakness, it's a strength, because you'll know more about yourself. If you know your fears, you know what I mean, then you know how you operate. And once you know how you operate on the inside, like, you know what I mean? Like, even when those things do come up, those fears might come up, you know how to handle it because you already know that you might be afraid of something or might be fearful of a certain specific path, even a person, place, or thing. But like the gazelle, you're aware and you can handle it. 111, 1111. You're aware and you can handle it. You're stronger than you think. You can make it out alive. I don't know, things are happening in the park. It's a public area. Working 9 to 5. Yeah, someone working 9 to 5 job. That might be another reading for another day. If I come in with a working 9 to 5 download, just know that it was because of this one. Okay, bye. Also, before I say goodbye, I hope you enjoyed this message. I hope it served your highest good. I hope it helps you in any way, shape, or form. And however it's serving you today or tomorrow or whenever you get this message, because, you know, it's a message that is meant to serve your greatest good. At least in my intention is to serve your greatest good. I don't come around being like it should be something bad or something. But I hope this message serves your greatest and highest good. I hope you enjoy your week or your day. If you're watching this under that Scorpio moon energy, transmute, transcend, know yourself. Because when you know yourself, you know your worth. And when you know yourself and know your worth, you operate out of a place of love and abundance, prosperity. Because the better you know yourself, the better you know your fears, the better you know who you are, you only show up in this world in a more divine way. By not knowing your fears or ignoring your fears, you don't show up in your divinity. So you have to choose whether you want to face your fears or not. And I don't know, if you listen to me, I just want you to face your fears, because there's a lot of people operating out of fear, and when they operate out of fear, we get violence. We've seen it before, like too many fucking times. I'm sorry to curse, but we've seen it before way too many times. 1313. We've seen it before way too many times. So if you operate out of knowledge of the self, you can produce self-love and compassion for yourself. This is the longest ending in the world. Anyways, I'm going to close it right here. I hope you enjoy your day, evening, or night. Yeah. Ooh, I fully saw one. Anyways, good day, y'all.